Monday. What Berakaya name it class? Prayer Warrior Wednesday?
Warrior Wednesday?
Not just playing.
Yeah, Warrior Wednesday.
Berakaya be going hard.
Huh?
Berakaya be going hard.
Huh?
Shalom, Mark. Shalom, Moses.
I done killed that tea. That tea good.
You never know.
Oh, shit. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, at least 2 cups of tea.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit more.
I get it right, man. Hey, Moses, man, these man, a couple of these people, man, I'm tell you something. Bruce be trying to get on them they be trying to come up and they say they be wanting to build, and a lot of them brothers thinking they them brothers be straight, they be straight scoffing. That's straight scoffers delight. They be straight scoffing. And that's funny how he didn't want to answer that question about the mystery Babylon last night. Yeah. Because that right there stumps a hole in his doctrine.
That's a piper, huh?
Boy, I'm trying to tell you. That's what you want, ain't it?
Yeah. That's a memorial thermos there, boy.
That's why I don't put nothing hot in there going towards the Sabbath, because I already know this mother will stay there.
Yes, sir.
I want my mind a little stronger. I'm going to go into that mystery Babylon a little bit, and I ain't going to go too heavy. But I'm going to touch on it, though, for sure. For sure. Got to touch on it. I ain't know you had that on that mug.
I ain't want to put the cup there. I don't want to be too fancy.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what it made for.
Good.
Ooh, that was.
But that thing that hit,
Gotta get that good old, you know, when it cold outside, Bruce gotta get that good tea in them, man.
Yeah.
Bruce gotta get that good old tea in them.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Y'all know what we gonna touch on today. Brother tried to go through a couple precepts thinking he gonna confound somebody. La'ah. Right? Yeah, he was confounded out. I was tripping, man. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of time when you see people, and I got to make this plain, but a lot of time when you see people fighting tooth and nail to try to save Esau, they either got an Edomite in their family, they married to an Edomite, or something, they got some kind of relationship with an Edomite to make them want to save them.
Down payment.
And it don't work that way.
Good. Ain't gonna save no.
I'm talking about, they ain't ready, boy. I'm talking about, I wasn't trying to hear none of it. I'm talking about, he wasn't trying to hear none of it.
Good.
Watch this. This is what we're going to touch on today. Go to Baruch chapter 3 right quick. Baruch chapter 3, man. Gonna get into this thing, man. Like you say, man, brothers be, and I'm talking about sisters too, because nowadays they promoting the hell out of sisters being with them Edomites, man. I'm talking about you can't watch a show that you don't see a sister with an Edomite. All right?
Come.
Some they gonna show some strong black sister with an Edomite. So-called strong sister. Right? Go to the book of Baruch chapter 3. And start at verse 8.
Alright. The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, We are yet this day in our captivity.
So Baruch said, we are yet this day in our captivity, right? Read.
Where thou hast scattered us.
Where the Lord has did what?
Where thou hast scattered us.
Because I hear a lot of, like I said, with the brother on live last night with Captain Benaniyah, he made it seem like as if we had another damn captivity or something to go through, man. That's like, that was kind of halfway slick, weird. No, it was weird. Right?
Good.
But we're going to touch on that, man. Right?
Good.
Read that.
For a reproach.
For a what?
For a reproach.
The Lord scattered us for a reproach. Read.
And a curse.
And for a curse, right? So the Lord literally scattered us for a reproach and a curse, right? Because the curses follow us now, right? But read.
And to be subject to payment.
And the Lord put us under, meaning what? We have to pay taxes wherever we at. And we're going to be dealing with those, paying taxes wherever we at, we're going to deal with it, right? This is how this is how the Americas, this is how the great city put taxes on everything, right? That's how every country that we live in is going to be a tax there. This is prophecy.
God.
Right? So we just finna get ready, like you say, we're gonna go tap into all of this today.
God.
Right? I ain't gonna say all of it, we're gonna tap into it, a lot of it though.
So you say he was trying to act like we got another captivity?
This man said that the Arabians, that the Ishmael, Esau is part of the remnant of Ishmael. Yeah.
He ain't had no supportive scripture?
No.
Look at that. So, I mean, and we done went into every captivity. Who else gonna take us into captivity with power?
Brother was out of there, man. Brother was out of there. But you know what? We gonna touch some of that good old stuff today.
God,
because guess what? We got to have secular history with what we read. It ain't just, guess what? If the Lord's told us to see prophecy fulfilled, right? And he told us to watch for prophecies, things being fulfilled, guess what? That means we need to know history.
Good.
I'm reading from the Apocrypha. It's the same thing in the King James 16:11 that they took out. Right? I'm reading out of the book of Baruch. Right?
Oh, here we go. You want me 86 on my real?
Hey, Dr. J, I'm going to tell you something. My name is not Captain Benaniyah. And my name is not Captain Yari. You come on this scoffing, I promise you, you will get kicked off the page today. Now, try it if you want to. I'm not them. They'll deal with you. I knew you was nothing but an old scoffer. You that's what I say. That's why I won't get on the platform with you. You a disrespectful person. And the only thing you want to do is just tear somebody down instead of building. You don't know how to build because you're a heathen.
God.
And if you ain't a heathen, you got a heathen characteristic. And ain't nobody gonna deal with it. I'm definitely not one of the ones that's gonna deal with a person, especially you ain't got nothing in you that wanna build. Yeah, well, guess what? And we're gonna show you what people don't give a F. Guess what'll happen?
86.
We're gonna chuck the deuces to you, man. That's what we do. Right? Take your ass on. Matter of fact, you can hide this fool from that page. He ain't nothing but an idiot, man. This dude is a complete idiot.
You want him to the upper room? You can go to the upper room.
Upper room.
Good. The upper room.
It's nobody playing with this brother, man. Good. See, this is what people try to do. They get on here, they be bugged out, and they want to play with somebody. Bro, you not getting up. Look here, man. Name one prophet that sit up here and play with people, man.
Good. You
can't name one prophet that sit up here and play. Come on, man. We ain't here. This ain't no joke for us, man. People coming on here want to act a damn fool. Guess what? And brothers don't mind about building with brothers, but brothers ain't trying to. A lot of brothers ain't trying to learn nothing. A lot of brothers ain't. And a lot of sisters get on there sometimes. They don't be want to learn nothing either.
Good.
A lot of you sisters come to truth. Guess what? They want a husband. They looking for something instead of looking for the glory of the Lord, man.
Good.
Right? Brothers coming to this truth. Guess what? They instead of looking for the glory of the Lord, they want to look for glory of men.
Good.
And it's bugged out, man. This brother act like he got a lot of knowledge. That brother is a simp. Dr. J is a simp. Right?
I think the brother asked what chapter we in Apocrypha.
We in Baruch chapter 3. Right?
Let me go from the top.
We in Baruch chapter 3. No, we already read verse 8. Let's read verse 9.
Well, it was a couple of words we ain't finished yet. We stopped the subject to payments.
We'll put, subject to payment, read.
According to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
So we went into captivity because we departed from our God, meaning we went into sin. Right? That's why we went into captivity. Right? And this is the main reason why people thinking, a lot of our people don't think we in captivity, because they don't realize that they don't realize that they subject to payment. They don't know why we got to pay taxes. Have anybody ever thought in their mind, why do we got to pay taxes? Right? Why the hell do we got to pay taxes?
Good.
Right? Why you think Christ said, render to Caesar what Caesar's, man? Right?
God.
Shalom, brothers, sisters in chat, man. Verse 9.
Verse 9. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life.
Right? So the Lord said, hear the commandments of life. Read.
Give ear to understand wisdom.
And the Lord told us to give ear to understand wisdom, right? Read. How
happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land?
So the Lord said we are in our enemy's land. Why? This is. I'm telling you, that's why I say we're gonna touch on some stuff today, right? Because when you speaking about the great city mystery Babylon, it's secular history has to come out, man.
God.
You cannot touch on the book of Revelation and not know history. You cannot touch on the book of Ezra and not know history. You can't touch on Nehemiah and not know history. Hell, you can't even touch on the first 5 the books of the law. You can't touch on the first 5 books and don't know history, man. You got to have secular history, man.
God.
Right? And you got to have modern day history too. Because a lot of time, especially when you're dealing, even because when we touch on the book of Revelation, brothers, you better know some history. You better know biblical history. You better know timelines. You better know the Old Testament. You better have a good understanding of the Old Testament. You better have a good understanding when Christ walked this earth, and you better have a good understanding when Paul wrote the epistles. Because all of these things right here get covered in the book of Revelation, right? And all the prophets. And then guess what? All the prophets, all the books of the Psalm. This is what the Lord was explaining in Luke chapter 24 and verse 44. Hold there what you got right quick. We're going to go to Luke 24, 44. Read that. That's why when John the Revelator, when he was on the island of Patmos and he was writing the book of Revelation, guess what? That's why the Lord said he was in the spirit, bro. He said he was in the spirit.
Yeah, 24 and 44?
Yeah, read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 24, verse 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you.
So the Lord said, these are the words which I spake unto you. Just like he's speaking unto the disciples. Now, guess what? We're going to go touch on them when we reading in Revelation chapters. When we reading in Revelation, when the Lord was speaking, guess what? In the spirit with what? John the Revelator. Right? And he was speaking on him, guess what? Concerning prophecy. Right? So read it.
These are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you.
Right.
That all things.
There's some things.
That all things.
He said that all things, read.
Must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses.
Which was written in the first 5 books of the Bible. Read.
And in the prophets.
And in all the prophets of the Bible. Think about every prophet that was in the Bible. Right? Everything must be fulfilled within all the prophets of the Bible. Read.
And in the Psalms.
And in the Psalms concerning Christ. Right? This is how you line up precept upon precept, man. Go to Hebrews chapter 10. Right? All these things must be fulfilled. Hebrews chapter 10.
Okay.
In verse 7, man.
Come on. The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in a volume of the book.
Why?
It is written of me.
Because the volume of the book, the whole Bible was written of Christ. Right? Read.
To do thy will, O God.
Because guess what? The Bible, if and this is what I thought in my mind, and this is purely me talking. If you go back in the Bible and you see all the prophets and you see all the people that had the spirit of Yahweh on them, the spirit of and you see some of them had a spirit of Antichrist, and you see people have different spirits on them, right? But the Bible, guess what the Bible is? The Bible is a book of the acts of Yahweh. Why do you think about all the wars they fought? It was an angel that went out before us every single time, the whole way through. It was Christ. All right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we fail to realize, right? But let's go back to Baruch chapter 3.
All right.
On Baruch chapter 3.
And we are at verse 9, right? What 10?
Let's read verse 10.
Okay. The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 10. How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thy enemy's land?
He said, well, how did this happen that we are in our enemy's land? Right? Read.
That thou art waxing old in a strange country.
The Lord said we are waxing old, right? Mm-hmm. Just think about it. The Lord said we waxing old in a strange country. Why did the Lord talk about us coming back to him as a chaste virgin? Because we old in this country. The tricks that we have been doing, the lying and deceiving that we have learned from these other things, these things made us wax old. The Lord looking at us the Lord wants us to come back as a chaste virgin, meaning an undefiled virgin, man. Right? He wants to come back to him, thus said Yahweh the power, man. Right? He wants to come back clean, man. Right? He wants our garments to be white, man. Right? He said, thou art waxing old in a strange country, man. Mm-hmm. Right? Read.
That thou art defiled with the dead.
And the Lord says we are defiled with the dead, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let's go touch on this, man. Because this, like I say, when we dialogue with brother, you know, he got some good points, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. Brother is reaching. Go to Revelation, man.
Go.
Know where we going. Go to Revelation. We're gonna start at Revelation chapter 17. That's what brother touched on first. I went to Revelation chapter. Remember, the Lord said we was defiled with the dead, and we're gonna touch on it too. So remember all these things that we said that we was gonna touch on. We're gonna go back and we're gonna revisit it. And when we touch on it, I'm gonna point it out. Hey, this is what I said we was gonna touch on, right?
Good.
Go to Revelation chapter 17 and read verse 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which has the 7 vials.
So there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials. Read.
And talked with me.
And did what?
And talked with me.
And talked with me. Read.
Saying unto me.
Saying what?
Come hither.
They told him to come hither. Read.
I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
So the Lord called this a great whore that sit upon many waters. Keep this in mind. It's talking about a great whore that sit upon many waters. Think about our money system. If you got a dollar bill?
I think so.
I'm gonna show you. This is when secular history started to come in. Right? It said the great whore that sit upon many waters.
No, I got a 5.
You got a 5?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
let me look at the back. Let me look at the back of it.
All right. Yeah.
If anybody got a dollar bill, let me see if it's on that. Nope. Let's see if I got a dollar bill. I don't think I got no dollar bill. But if anyway, any brother and sister got a dollar bill, right? And if you look at the back of the dollar bill, you'll see a pyramid on it, right? Mm-hmm. Up under the pyramid, you'll see water.
Yep.
Going into the maritime law, meaning what? The maritime law goes into the law of water, the law of the seas, which who controls the seas? The United States of America.
Huh.
That's why, brother, look, you cannot you cannot confuse secular history, right? And this is when people. That's why when you talking about all the Caesars that was in Rome, you know, when especially when you goes into the 12. That's why I asked the brother, did he know anything about Second Ezra chapter 11 or Second Ezra chapter 12? The brother like, well, I hadn't. That's why his understanding was off. Because when you talking about all the Caesars that was in Rome, we was literally reading in the Maccabees chapter 1, right? I'm gonna cut that thing off. But anyway, so with the 12 Caesars of Rome, that's why I call it 12 feathers, right? And it goes and it breaks down with secular history. That's why brothers was kind of thrown off with his understanding. Even going into the 10 common markets, right? Going into the EU. Brother sound like he had like a London type of accent, but I don't know where he from. But brother had to have more understanding of not just the scriptures, but you got to couple history through the scriptures, right? Trying to light these incense up. If brothers think when I'm he'll strike it, no, you know they be reaching. This is straight incense, right?
I'm good.
Full of that
The
tea,
water.
right?
That's all I've been drinking today.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
No praise. I've been drinking a whole bunch of water today.
Yeah,
It's that orange part in there too.
yeah, I know how to take them.
Yeah. Anyway, it says that she was a great whore that sat upon many waters. Let's go deal with that right quick. Let's go to Habakkuk, chapter 2. I still think that's what I want. Habakkuk chapter. It is Habakkuk. Let me see. Chapter 2. Verse 5. I'm going to go to verse 5 right quick.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5.
Right? Now, I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit because when we read in Revelation, it says the whore that sat on many waters. Right? Meaning she controls a lot. Right? If you control the seas, that means you control the borders. United States, the Americas is the only country that has warships set up in every single major country. Right?
Good.
But I'm jumping ahead, but I'm gonna bring it in. Go read verse 5 right quick.
All right, the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresses by wine.
Because he trying to transgress by wine, and you're going to see why I read this, right? Read.
He is a proud man.
He is a what?
He is a proud man.
Because wine is one of the things of trade. Said, guess what? Because he's a proud man. Because he's a proud man. Guess what? He transgressed by wine, and it made him a proud man. Right? Meaning, guess what? All the nation that's drunken of these things, you'll see what's going to happen. Watch this, though. Read.
Neither keepeth at home.
Neither keep it at home. Meaning what? They have warships in every country.
Mm-hmm.
And he said they never keep it at home. They are never at home. Why do you think these so-called Edomites are in every country, trying to go to the best places? When Benaniyah was breaking that thing down, the fatness of the earth, this brother tried to go all the way around. And no, brother. The Lord said they neither keep it at home. They don't never be at home. Right? They always in somebody's business. They always taking somebody's identity.
Good.
Right?
Good.
That's why they're fugitive and a vagabond, just like the spirit of Cain on them, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Read.
Good. Who enlarges his desire as hell.
America is the melting pot. They enlarge their desire as hell. Meaning, guess what? You can come here and do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go to the Saudi Arabia and do what the hell you want to do over there. Them people will kill you over there, man.
God.
Them people, guess what? They still live by a lot of customs, biblical customs that we gonna go back to. They live by. Guess what? You could, if you were flamed up, one of them communities, guess what? 1, 2, 3 witnesses, you gone.
That's it.
Well, come on, man.
Come.
He said it enlarges his desires as hell. Right?
Come.
Read.
And it's as death.
And it's as death. Read.
It cannot be satisfied.
And guess what? America is never satisfied. These Edomites that control this world right now, they ain't never satisfied, man.
Come.
Well, they can play if they want to, but when scriptures they lay out, man.
Yeah.
Right? They ain't never satisfied, man. Read.
But gathereth unto him all nations.
What country do all nations come to?
Yep.
Come on, man. Y'all got look.
Yeah, that killer still getting over here, boy.
Bro, look at how many. But look here. What country do they go to? This is the country that everybody just strive to get to. We ain't trying to, because we live over here in America. If any brothers and sisters watching from overseas, if y'all watch it online, we ain't trying to salute America and all the stuff that they doing, but everybody trying to get here. And guess what? Even if you didn't know secular history, you know that's a fact. If brothers and sisters don't say it's a fact, guess what? I'm just going to call it straight. You a liar. You know that's a fact. Because everybody want to come over here and do what? Live the American dream. But Israelites, we call this American nightmare. Right? Stop playing, man. When brothers, like you say, they be wanting to have a dialogue, but the brothers, you got to have secular history, but you also got to have understanding of what's literally going on right now. This is why we watch prophecies unfold in front of us, right? He said they can never be satisfied, but gather all nations unto all nations, right? Read.
And heapeth unto him all people.
And guess what? Any manner of person can come over here. I don't care what kind of spirit you got on him. This is the melting pot. You can come over here and do any damn thing. Right? Because guess what they do? They're going to give you some housing. They're going to give you some food stamp. They're going to do whatever you want to do. Guess what? To get you started over here so that you can start something. How can a person come from overseas, come from all these different countries, and they got businesses in our neighborhoods, and none of us got businesses in our neighborhoods? How in the hell did that happen? How could you do that? These people come from other places and they got businesses prospering like a mug in our neighborhoods. How did that even happen? Man, come on, man. And then you talking about the great. Come on, man. Let's stop playing, man. What are we saying here, bro?
And they quit to say, you know who my father is?
Man, that's crazy. That's madness.
Full of pride.
I'm talking about full of pride, man. I'm talking about full of pride, man. Right?
Okay, Mr. Babylon's first century Jerusalem.
Yeah. We okay. If you think that we'll find out at the end of this lesson, right? Let's go back to Revelation chapter 17.
Come on.
See what that say.
Come on. The book of Revelations, chapter 17, verse, you want one from the top?
Well, what we did? You can read verse 1 again.
Right. The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 1 from the top. And there came one of the seven angels, which has 7 vials.
Which has what?
7 vials.
Read.
And talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will shew unto thee the judgments of the great whore that sits upon many waters.
So guess what? They said this was gonna be breaking down the judgments that was coming to the great whore. Meaning what? The judgment that's coming over to where? The Americas.
God.
Read.
Verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Hold on. Do every nation in the world comes through United States. Every nation comes through United States. This is brother talking about Mystery Babylon is first century Jerusalem. This is madness. Watch this. Watch how This is, guess what? Watch how they get shredded up here in a minute. It says the kings of the earth had committed fornication, right? Read.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
So the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wines of her fornication. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's a good precept, Bob. And we finna go there right now. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 51. We're gonna start at verse 6 though, Bob. Start at verse 6, man.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul.
So the Lord said, flee out of Babylon. Meaning what? Don't give in to their philosophies. Right? They doctrines, they holidays. Don't give in to that. Right? Read.
Be not cut off in her iniquity.
He said, don't be indulging in her iniquities. Right? Read.
For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
Say, this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. Read.
He will render unto her a recompense.
He said he will render unto her a recompense. It goes into the same thing we read. The judgments that the mystery whore is finna get. Right? Verse 7.
Verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Meaning what? The most prospering place in the world. The United States is the most prospering place in the world. Right? And meaning, guess what? We are the gold that they stole. We are the gold that they stole from the west coast of Africa. Right? Read.
That made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine.
Right, read.
Therefore the nations are mad.
So guess what? These nations are mad. Right? Guess what they're going to say in that day? Our forefathers have inherited lies. That's not going to change captivity that's going to bring on to y'all, though. Verse 8.
Verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed.
Guess what? If he said Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. And they said howl for her, take balm for her pain. Right? I mean, trying to heal this. Guess what? What country right now is asking for healing?
They always say it. God bless America.
Guess what they say? Do you hear somebody say, God bless Saudi Arabia?
Nope.
Do you hear somebody say, God bless Romans? They say, God bless America.
Teacher.
This is what they say. That's why you say you got to have secular history, man. Right?
Good.
Watch this. Let's read a little bit more. Read.
Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon.
Guess what? The Lord would have blessed America. But guess what? What happened?
But she is not healed.
But she ain't healed, right? Because the Lord got to see the smoke in this great city. That's what the prophecy got to go through. But watch this. Read on.
Forsake her.
The Lord told us to forsake her. Read.
And let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth into heaven.
Because guess what? This mystery Babylon, the Lord said their judgment is reaching to heavens, man. Read.
And is lifted up even to the sky.
Guess what? Now they done pierced the sky, bro. So they got to pay for that thing, man. The Lord said they will have to pay for that.
God.
Right? Let's go to Micah 2, man, right quick. Let's see what they say. Right? But guess what? Brother saying about Mark and Luke, but I'm going to tell you something, brother. It says the first century Jerusalem is in the... It says it tells you plainly in Matthew and Luke. But guess what? If it tells you plainly in Matthew and Luke, it has to prophesy from somewhere, bro. It's got to prophesy from something. You cannot just make something up. It has to prophesy from something. And that's what he failed to realize. It's got to prophesy from something. Right?
Yeah, you said Micah 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start at verse 10.
All right. The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
So the Lord said, this ain't our rest. Right? Why is the Lord saying this is not our rest, man? Read.
Because it is polluted.
The Lord said this land is polluted, man.
It shall destroy you.
It shall what?
It shall destroy you.
Given into these philosophies, the Lord said this world and this planet and this country will destroy you. Right? Read.
Even with a sore destruction.
The Lord called this a sore destruction. Read.
If a man walking in the spirit.
If a man walking in the spirit, read.
And falsehood do lie saying.
And the falsehood do lie saying what?
I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink.
Right.
He shall even be the prophet of his people.
Right. He said this man should. He said this should even be a prophet of his people. He said, but think about it. It says that if a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, if he lie about what? If he lie about what? I will prophesy unto thee wine and strong drink. Why would he? If he walking in falsehood and he lying, why would he prophesy to me wine and strong drink? Why would he do that? Let's go to Isaiah 28:7. This is what precept upon precept means when you go into the Bible. Right? This is clear. This is what precept upon precept means, man. Right? Why you think they set up churches in every single neighborhood, man? Why is it 15, 20, 60 churches in our neighborhood, man? Why? Why is it 60 churches in our neighborhood?
Lead us dry.
Because if the government don't get it from them, the churches will get it from them, man. How is it that many churches in our neighborhood? That's what that's what we fail to realize, man. This thing is a real thing, man. Watch this, man. Isaiah 28, read verse 7. We'll see what that say.
All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 7. But they also have erred through wine.
But they erred through wine. Read.
And through strong drink.
And through strong drink. Read.
Are out of the way.
The
priests and the prophet have erred through strong drink.
The Lord said the priests and the prophets. Guess what? Why you think these churches? Why you think these? Guess what? Cemetery school, the theological school. Guess what? Why you think they teach? God loves everybody. The Old Testament is done away with. Paul's epistle, this is the only thing we need to read with, guess what, and leading people straight to they gonna bust hell wide open, man. They gonna bust the lake of fire wide the hell open, man. And guess what, man? And a lot of people gonna follow that thing, man. That's a choo-choo train. Choo-choo. That's my follow that train all the way to I'm talking they gonna bust that thing wide open, man. Right? Read.
They are swallowed up of wine.
Read.
Wait, hold on. Yes, they are out of the way through strong drink.
They are out of the way through strong drink. Read.
They err in vision. They stumble in judgment.
The Lord said they err in vision and they stumble in judgment. This is what a lot of people do, especially when concerning just reading the Bible. But guess what? That's why, guess what? The Lord tell us we can't be following these people, man. Why is there so many churches in our neighborhood, but every hood look jacked up? Why? How is it 1,000 churches in our neighborhoods and our hoods is jacked the hell up? I'm talking about worldwide, not just here. This worldwide thing. Come on, man. Man, y'all, man, look here, man. If you can't make sense of what things is talking about, man, brothers, come on, man. Come on, man. Jump over Isaiah 29, man.
All right. What verse you want to start at?
Read verse 8, dog.
All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 8. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth.
You said this thing should be as when a hungry man dreameth. Read.
And behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty.
This is what America does to you. You think you coming over here for the dream, but when you wake up, your soul be empty. It's nothing there. Right? Read it.
Or as when a thirsty man dreameth,
Or when a thirsty man dreameth, read.
and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint.
So to get what? Every time these people sell this dream to anybody, when they wake up, it's a nightmare. Why do you think the Israelites, since we woke up, this thing is a damn nightmare to us, man? What the hell? Right? Read it.
And his soul have appetite.
So his soul, guess what? Now his soul is thirsty. Why do you think we have so many classes? Because people's spirits need to be fed, man.
God.
They could see so many lies all day long. Now all of a sudden they need some truth.
God.
Right? Read it.
So shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion.
So everybody, guess what? The Lord said everybody that come over here and take part in this America wickedness to put us into slavery and to put us into captivity, everybody's soul gonna be empty. Every one of y'all thinking you're gonna run over here, it's gonna be empty for you.
God.
Yeah, you might be winning today, but what you gonna do tomorrow though? Right?
God.
What you gonna do tomorrow? You're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay for that. Read verse 9. Huh?
Verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder.
Says the Lord said, your best out, you other nations, y'all better stand back and look. Don't bring your butt over here thinking you just gonna come over here and just thinking you gonna get this American dream to try to put us in captivity. The Lord said, you better stay yourself. And you better wonder about this dream. Right? Read.
Cry ye out and cry.
Right?
They are drunken.
The Lord said everybody that came over here, they are drunk. And read.
But not with wine.
But not with wine. Read.
They stagger.
But what?
But not with strong drink.
And this is what the Lord's saying about, well, look here, man. Man, scriptures be saying what they say. They say what they say. Right? Read on.
Verse 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
The Lord poured upon us the spirit of deep sleep. Read.
And have closed your eyes.
And have closed our eyes. Guess what? Every one of us, guess what? All the nations and all the Israelites that taking part of this, the Lord done put deep sleep on every single one of the ones that does this thing, man. The Lord closed, guess what? Closed our people's eyes too. Right? Watch it, read.
The prophets.
The what?
The prophets.
Meaning the leaders of the churches, read.
And your rulers.
And everybody that was in supposed to be in rulership, right? Everybody supposed to be running something, right? Read.
The seers have he covered.
He covered every one of their eyes, man. Guess what? Before we was in the truth, our eyes was covered too.
Like a mug.
Right? But read.
Verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
That's why they don't know the Bible. It said this vision is become a book that is sealed. Why do you think that they sit up on the pulpits and teach for 2 hours and they don't open the Bible none? Because they don't know how to interpret the Bible. They can't read the Bible. Guess what? Brother was literally, when it's time, guess what? Like I say, when we dialogue with people, people take a lot of things at the Bible for face value, and it's a stumbling block to them brothers or sisters. Watch this. Go to Sirach 39. See what they say. Sirach 39. Get it. Sirach 39.
You want me to start in a particular spot? Or verse 1?
No. Verse 24.
God. The book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy.
Is the Lord's ways is plain unto the holy? Read.
So are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
So everybody that read this Bible and that want to live in a wicked lifestyle, guess what happens? It's a stumbling block to you. That's why the Lord said he'll choose your delusion. You're thinking that everything you doing is the right way, but you'll be living a lie. Right? Right?
God.
That's the reason why you got to be on point with your stuff. Because it's the thinking man game. You always got to be thinking. right? You always got to be thinking, because when you're not thinking, you slipping, right? Verse 25.
Verse 25. For the good are good.
Read it again.
Oh, slack it. For the good are good things.
For the Lord said, for the good are good things. When?
Created from the beginning.
This was created for the people that was doing good. That was created for them from the beginning. So the Lord always have it set up for a person that's want to do good toward and do good works. The Lord had always have things from the beginning to set up for the people that want to do that. Right? But read.
So evil things for sinners.
So just like when a person wants to be in the sin, the Lord already has a trick book for that too. These things are set up from the beginning. Anybody want to go into that, guess what? The Lord has something set up for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where we at? Go back to Isaiah chapter 29, verse 11.
Okay.
This is why the Lord, guess what? The Lord sealed the book up to them, man. That's why, I mean, when brothers, you got to be not dealing with some stuff, but you got to be, guess what, in the scriptures, man. And try to prove yourself, man, with the Lord, man. The Lord got to be able to use you. Right? Read it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
So he said, guess what? He said it's a book. Guess what? That is sealed. Like what Donovan said, man. It said like in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. Guess what? If the gospel be hid, it's hid to the people that's lost. Right? Just like Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 9 is saying the same dang on thing. It's a stumbling block to them. Right? Read.
Which men deliver to one that is learned.
Which men deliver to one that is learned. Read.
Saying
what?
Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot.
Why?
For it is sealed.
Why do you think so many pastors, when he say, man, well, let's just read the Bible? No, man, we ain't finna get into the Bible with y'all. Because the Lord sealed the book up to you, and you know it's sealed to you. That's why they don't want to touch the Bible with us. Why do you think it's so funny why they don't never want to touch the Bible with us? Why they never want to touch the Bible?
No, they don't want us in the church.
They don't want us in the church. They don't want us to show, thus said the Lord.
That's
because
crazy.
It's not part of their agenda.
Yep.
Right?
Teach, huh?
It's not part of their agenda. Let's go back.
We went back. We still in
Revelation chapter 17.
All right, come. The book of Revelations, chapter 17, verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Read.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Of her fornication. Jump down to verse 5, man.
Verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of earth.
Come on, man. If you can't see where this is, that stuff is a stumbling block to you.
God.
If you cannot see what this is, this is absolutely a stumbling block to any brother and sister that's reading the Bible. What place can you go in to be a harlot?
Sure.
All day long, any day. What place can you go to be where he got all abominations? You can do all of. If a man can come here and a person can come here and identify as a horse.
Yeah.
How could you come here and identify as a damn animal?
Come on.
Man, come on, man. Y'all come on, man. Just knowing knowing history. Come on, man. Let's come on, man. Come on.
That's crazy.
Let's jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15. The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 15. And he said unto me,
what he say?
The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples.
So they said the waters that he seen were people. Let's break it down, right? Read.
And multitudes.
And multitudes.
And nations. And tongues.
So where is this place at?
Right here.
Come on, man.
The melting pot.
It's right here in the melting pot where the dreams come true. Man, look here. This place has theme parks,
Mm-hmm.
has stadiums, has all kind of attractions that people can go and to entertain you to get you away from Bing.
Mm-hmm.
They got everything you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you got enough money.
Because they come over here, you got Las Vegas and New York with all the fake celebrities. You want to take a picture? Well, Michael Jackson, here you go.
Man, I'm going to tell you. You know what's the funniest thing about this?
Mm.
We literally, here in the Americas, we literally got a place that's called Sin City.
God, Vegas. Well, but no clocks at. That's crazy, boy.
Come on. Bro, look, I don't...
Idle hands. Dang, that's crazy.
This is literally a place over here called Sin City.
Mm.
Man, stop playing, man.
Man.
Let's stop playing. Come on, man. Let's stop playing. I'm like, Unc 607, stop playing.
Got casinos in the bathroom. Yo, watch
For real. We got casinos in the bathroom, the airport.
Yeah, well.
Come on, man. Verse 16, man.
Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
See, these shall hate the whore. Why do you think they got the bricks? Yeah, they got to learn how to deal with secular history.
God.
Why you think they got the bricks? They setting up nations that's going against what? The Americas, and they fall. Read.
And shall make her desolate and naked.
And shall make her desolate and naked. How do they making desolate and naked? They making the dollar fall.
God.
Let's do it. Read
And
it.
shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Right? And guess what? It's going to eat her flesh, meaning what? It's going to be a future prophecy of what? Nuclear war. Right?
God.
Read.
Verse 17. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
So the Lord put into these other nations' heart to fulfill his will, as I already said what is going to happen. The Lord put it in their hearts already.
God.
Guess what? It just got to be, the Lord just got to put in their mind, today, that's the day.
God.
And it's gonna go up. Right? Read it.
And to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast.
Until who?
Unto the beast.
Which is Satan, man. Read.
Until the words of God shall be fulfilled.
Right, read on.
And the woman which thou sawest is that great city.
Is that woman which they saw is that great city. What is the great city? The mystery Babylon, which is who? The melting pot. Stop playing, man.
God.
Let's read it.
Which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Who reigns over all the nations, over all the earth? Who reigns over all the earth? That's come on. Who reigns over all the earth?
God.
We gotta when a lot of time, you know. A lot of time, you know, they look at brothers try to make I guess now Jerusalem is a holy city, but it's not the city. It means it's Spaniards, Israelites.
What? Come on, man.
Man, that's why I say that's funny. You see brothers answer quick. Go to Revelation chapter 18. We going there.
All right, what verse you want?
All right, verse 1, man.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel.
So after these things, I saw another angel. Read it.
Come down from heaven.
It said these angels came down from heaven. Read.
Having great power.
Having great power. Read.
And the earth was lightened with his glory.
Right, read on.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
So the Lord said, so this angel saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. Read.
Is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Read.
And the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Wow.
Golly, boy.
If this don't describe this place,
man,
stop, man.
Because I swear we done took every animal from off the continent and brought it here for our little amazement.
No, not just the animal. We gonna use the animal as people. Let's use the people. It said it's become the inhabitants of devils.
Yep.
And let you know that this is talking about people. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It said of every one of them mugs, man. Damn. Of every one.
Oh no, he said he was asking our Spaniards Israelites, but they let them know that it's not. He said he was sorry. He was asking. Salaki. Ain't that in that Surah 36?
You said what?
Ain't something in I got Surah 36 by that verse too, but
yeah, I got a lot of stuff by it too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could go there, but I
What you got for that Surah 36? Cause I just got the chapter.
I got you after that, man.
All right, the water.
But read on, cause it's gonna go into the same thing what we touching on.
Verse 3: For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
It said all nations have drunk of the wrath of her fornication, man. All nations have, right? Read.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Mm-hmm.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
Let's go get Ezekiel 27, man. Like I could pull him, man. Let's go get the Ezekiel 27.
Uh-huh.
All right. Watch this.
What, 27 and 27?
Read verse 20. Start verse 26.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 27, verse 26. Thy rowers have brought thee into great waters.
Mm-hmm.
The east wind have broken thee in the midst of the seas.
So he said the east wind has broken thee in the midst of the seas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch it, read on.
Verse 27. Thy riches and thy fares, thy merchandise, thy mariners or mariners, and thy pilots,
meaning the people that control the ships, read.
Thy caulkers,
mm-hmm.
and the occupiers of thy merchandise, and all thy men of war,
right,
that are in thee,
that are in these ships, read.
And in all thy company which is in the midst of thee shall fall into the midst of the seas in the day of thy ruin.
In the day of the what?
In the day of thy ruin.
Read.
The suburbs shall shake at the sound of the city. At the sound of the cry of the pilot.
Right. So guess what he said? The suburbs, meaning what? From city to city.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? And not even just the city to city, the suburbs. Everything's gonna be falling.
Good.
Right. When they get ready to unleash, it's finna be I'm talking about. Look, it's finna be trouble. It's finna be. I'm talking about. It's finna be trouble. Jump down to verse 35.
Verse 35. All the inhabitants of the isles shall be astonished at thee.
All the inhabitants is gonna be astonished at thee. Read.
And their kings shall be sore afraid.
Right. Read.
They shall be troubled in their countenance.
They're gonna be troubled in their countenance. Read.
The merchants among the people shall hiss at thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt be a terror and never shalt be anymore.
Guess what? This is when the rubber meets the road, right? This is when, guess what? They gonna have to pay for some stuff. Right? Everybody gonna be mad as hell because they thought, man, United States is never gonna fall. They thought America was gonna never fail.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord got the end result. Every great nation failed.
God.
Every great kingdom failed.
God.
Everyone. Guess what? And hate to say it, even Israel.
God.
Everyone failed, man. And you think this place is not gonna fall? Come on, man. We got to be out of our minds, man. Jump over to verse. Go back to Revelation chapter 18. Revelation chapter 18.
Verse 4?
You can read verse 4.
All right. The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven say,
What did it say?
come out of her,
The
my
Lord,
people.
it said, come out of our, the Lord calling his people out of this country, man. Right? Read.
That ye be not partakers of her sins,
Right?
and that ye receive not of her plagues.
So the Lord said, guess what? People that's Israelites, the Lord said, come up out of the American ways. Come up out of the worldly ways. Because if you don't, you're going to receive them plagues that the place going to get. Right? But read on.
Verse 5. For her sins have reached into heaven, and God have remembered her iniquity.
The Lord said he remembered their iniquity, man. Right? Read.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
So guess what? The Lord going to reward this place, and every place that put us in captivity, the Lord said he going to reward these people as they rewarded us. They're going to have to pay for that. Right? Read.
And double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
So the Lord said he's going to fill to this cup double. But this next verse, this next verse. Watch this, read it.
How much she have glorified herself.
How much did this place glorify itself? How much did it glorify itself? Read.
And live deliciously.
And how long have this place lived deliciously, man?
So much torment and sorrow give her.
Guess what? It says so much torment and sorrow give her. Meaning what? It done destroyed many lives, right? Read.
For she said in her heart.
She said in her heart what?
I sit a queen. And am no widow. And shall see no sorrow.
And shall see no sorrow. This is, brothers and sisters, this is when you put down Statue of Liberty. Beside this verse. You write Statue of Liberty right here. Because this is where they're getting it from. Right? These are inkling or indications of what we can literally see. That's why I say you got to understand. Just see with your own eyes. I'm like Money Mike, open your eyes. Right? This is where you put Statue of Liberty in, man. Right?
Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
So guess what? The Lord said her plagues gonna come in one day. Read.
Death and mourning.
It's gonna be death and mourning, read.
And famine.
And famine, guess what? Not just of bread and water, but it's gonna be famine of the word. Right? Read.
And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Right?
For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
Right? Read.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
So guess what? You see that? Everybody that done live deliciously, that came over and took part of, guess what? Helping this country to destroy our people. What places in the world that's literally going to a great city like here and destroying people? Come on, man. This, guess what? They'll put sanctions on every country. And if they don't give in to what they sanctions are, they'll destroy their country. They go to Africa, steal all the resources for cell phones, all kind of stuff. They go to Haiti. They go to Jamaica. They take all the resources out of it, and they guess what? And these people tell you how much your money is. They tell you how weak your dollar is. They tell you how. They control everything. Man, they better stop playing, man. Come on, man. Y'all better stop playing, man. Right? Read it.
Verse 8 from the top. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
In one day, read.
Death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
Yeah, who's on 9? Read on.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 28, man. So let's go to Ezekiel chapter 28. Start at verse 1. This is why I say this is why a person should have this. You should have some kind of secular history. Right?
The book of Ezekiel. Chapter 28, verse 1. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
Saying what?
Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus said the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God.
Right.
I sit in the seat of God,
Mm-hmm.
in the midst of the seas.
In the midst of the dang on seas. Who is this?
Esau. Yet thou art a man.
But the Lord said, you just a man, read.
And not God.
And you ain't God, read.
Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
So the Lord said they set their heart as the heart of God, read.
Verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
The Lord said that guess what? The Edomites, it's no deniable. They are wiser than Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Why? And he's going to explain why they wiser than Daniel. Read.
There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Guess what? It's no secret that they can hide from thee, though. Right? Because the Lord let us discover they skirts is lifted up all the time. Right? But watch this, read.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches.
Guess what? They knew if they keep us in sin, they can be rich. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the wisdom that they needed. They said, oh, we need to put them in sin. Oh, then they'll pay taxes to us.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll be subject to payment. That's all they need. Let's put them there. And now we in that blender right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Read it.
And has gotten gold and silver into thy treasures.
Right? Read on.
By the great wisdom and by the traffic hast thou increased thy riches.
And this traffic going into what? They control the seas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I say, when you sit up here, you like you say, when you try to speak about the great city, guess what? This is the identified marker. Guess what? Who the great city is, but this is the identified marker. Guess what? That this is Esau, because Esau is what, according to 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9, Esau is the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's guess what? The great city speaks about what? The end of the world, and who controls everything? Guess what? Esau, which is what? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got to deal with it, right? But let's read it.
Verse 6. Therefore, thus say the Lord God, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations.
So the Lord said he's going to bring strangers upon them, the terrible of the nation. Read.
And they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom. And they shall defile thy brightness. Why do you think they're sitting a person over there in the plane? Ala Akbar, boom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Why you think that we fighting a homeland threats on? Why you think we fighting terroristic threat on our land?
Russia Rabbi with the submarine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Watch this. Verse 8.
Verse 8. They shall bring thee down to the pit.
Right, read.
And thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the sea.
Why does he keep talking about the midst of the seas? Because guess what? It's giving us an identified marker who Esau is, and who is the mystery Babylon is, and who is the great city is. These is identified markers. God dang it. That's why it's plain unto the holy and it's a stumbling block unto the wicked, right? Let's go back to Revelation chapter 18, man. Right? Revelation chapter 18. Where we stop at?
We stopped at
verse. Let's go start at verse 10.
Verse 10?
Yeah.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
So he said 1 hour says the judgment come, right? Read.
And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
You said the merchants of the earth gonna weep and mourn over her. Read.
For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Because guess what? That day is gonna end. That they gonna stop getting these things. Matter of fact, this is what. Watch this. I want you to look up. I want you to look up on your phone right now the top import merchandise. I mean, the top import merchant. The top import country. Look it up right
I'm
quick.
about to say I had that mother written down from that class I did.
No, I want you to pull it up. The top. You can just Google that, bro. The top imported merchant, the top imported country. Right. And it shows you the range. Who's the top imported country? Meaning who controls the seas, right? Watch this. This is when secular. That's when the rubber meets the road. That's why I say this goes into secular history.
All right. So the top import countries is.
No, I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it on the thing.
Oh, okay.
Watch this. I'm at the.
Yeah, go ahead. Just slide it down to the middle. Slide it to the middle. Yeah, I'll do it for you. There you go.
Watch this. Who's the number one imported country in the world? Watch this. Why is it saying this? No. Look at the top. It's us. This is the number one imported country in the world. Guess who? Guess what? China is the top supplier. It says that the top supplier of the United States is China, but the number one imported, not exported, imported. The number one imported country. It's some more on it. It show I want more than it because it show a lot of countries.
Okay, I pull it up.
I think this is right here. What is it right here? Cause I want to show you. I'm gonna show you. Watch this, man. I'm gonna show y'all because the brothers keep talking about it was Saudi Arabia. I'm gonna show you how this thing go. Shit.
What is it? Oh, there you go.
Watch this. You see this? This is the number one imported country. United States. You can look on anybody's site. This is United States is the number one imported country. They control all the trades. Right? Let me see. I seen one with Saudi Arabia on there, but Saudi Arabia don't even meet. If you look at it, they don't even meet none of the requirements on nobody thing. They are not on anybody list. It's mighty funny for you to say these people are Edomites, but why they not on anybody's list to control the traffic or merchandise? Man, y'all gotta stop playing, man. I'm talking about just secular history. Brothers got to stop playing, man. All right, I'm go to another one. This is crazy. That's why I say that's crazy. Let's go to another one. Let's see.
You know what's about to happen too, right? That little strike thing that they were about to do at the ports, it's supposed to be up in January when they were supposed to give them that little hush.
Okay. You go to another one. Who's the top? This is different site. You can't go to now site that you don't see United States at the top of importing. Right? Look how far down. I told you Arabia is on there. Saudi Arabia is on there. But look at this. 35. Look. United Arab, what it's called?
UAE, yeah.
No, Emirates. The United Arab Emirates is at 26.
Yeah, that's Dubai.
Right? Guess what? Even the country Israel, look how far down it is. United States way up here at the top. You see that? That's crazy. I mean, I don't get it. You know, we don't get it. Right? We don't get it. This is talking about a person that's controlling all the merchandise. We talking about somebody that control. The reason why they got to have the number one import because everybody want to sell to here. Everybody know that, guess what? Any abomination that I can make, guess what? Why do you think they got fruits that don't yield seed?
Teach up.
Why do you think they got fake everything here? Why do you think that?
Synthetic.
They got fake everything here. Why do you think you can come get it here? Because guess what? They know the consumers will buy the fake and the real. They put fake fruits in the stores all day long, and people, I'm talking about, go by the drones and get that thing, man. The Lord said He gave us every fruit yielding seed. Right? Come on, man. Let's stop playing, man. Right? Let's jump down to verse 14. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 14.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 14. And the fruits of thy soul lusted after are departed from thee.
Right?
And all things which were dainty.
All things which were dainty, read.
And goodly
and goodly, read.
Are departed from thee.
And they departed from thee, read.
And thou shalt find them no more at all.
And we ain't gonna find it. Guess what? It said these things ain't gonna be able to be brought up here no more at all, because the Lord gonna shut that thing down. Watch it, read down, read on.
Verse
15.
Yeah, verse 15, Salakia. And saying, alas, alas.
Verse 15.
Verse 15?
Yeah.
All right. Verse 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her.
And the merchants that was made rich by United States, right? Read.
Shall stand afar off.
Shall stand afar off, read.
For the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Can't get that money no more.
It's not just we talking about we dealing with secular history. This is history. This is facts. Right? We filtering these things literally through the Bible. Right? But read. Verse 16.
Verse 16. And saying, alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
So in 1 hour the Lord said the great riches is come to naught, man. Read.
And every shipmaster and all thy company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried.
Hold on, man. That's what we just showed y'all. I'm talking about literally. I'm talking about you can look these things up. Right? Read.
And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
So they said, what city is like unto this great city? So when we thinking about the great city, what great city is this talking about, man?
I'm not sure I understand.
You shouldn't understand.
Siri.
Right? So we talking about the great city. Let's not get these things confused. We talking about here, the mystery Babylon, man. Right? This is what we talking about. We can't get this confused, man. Right? We can't get this confused. Jump down to verse 23, man.
Verse 23. And the lights of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee.
Right, read.
And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee.
All right, read.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth.
He said the merchant was the great men of the earth. We showed you all the countries. All right, read it.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Read that again, Al.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
The Lord says we can identify this great country. Guess what? We can identify this great city by all the sorceries that they did. What country can you go to with all the sorceries and all the abominations? Come on, man. This is plain upon tables, man. Right? Verse 24.
Verse 24. And in her was found the blood of the prophets.
This is what it said. In her found the blood of the prophets. Read.
And of saints.
And of the saints. Read.
And of all that were slain upon the earth.
Go to Numbers chapter 35, man. All right. Hope y'all brothers and sisters got some edification today, man. Y'all like and y'all share the video. Y'all help us push this truth around the four corners of the earth, man. Hey, this right here is a prophecy, but this right here is the law for the night too. Thank y'all brothers and sisters for tuning in, man, to the Monday night class, man. Hour of power, right? And I hope brothers and sisters was edified. Like you say, man, y'all keep the commandments and live. Like you say, we don't be swayed by doctrines. I had to go kind of touch on that thing today. You know, brothers on the thing with going live with Captain Benaniyah last night. You know, really was I wish he had more look. I wish he had more history on him than what he had. But brother, hopefully he'll see it one day, man. And I think he trying to say Esau, trying to call Esau Arab, and it's not gonna work for you. It's not the same lineage. You can't pull Arab out of Esau. It doesn't work that way. Abraham came through Isaac, right? Ishmael came through what?
Yeah, he came through Ishmael. I mean, he came through Abraham, but he didn't get that.
That's right. That's why I say. Listen to what I'm saying.
Isaac came through Abraham.
No, this is what I'm saying. Ishmael came through Abraham. Right? Esau came through who? Isaac, not Ishmael.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't pull Esau out of Ishmael.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You can't pull it.
And nailed him to the wall with that one now.
You can't pull it.
Yeah.
Because if Esau came out of Isaac, you can't pull Esau out of Ishmael. It doesn't work that way, man.
Yeah, I even from my hand.
Yeah.
All praises.
Numbers chapter 35, verse 33.
The book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse, you said 33?
Yeah.
Verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
Right.
For blood, it defileth the land.
So guess what? Every place that the Israelites are at, the blood done defiled that land, man. Read.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
Right.
But by the blood of him that shed it.
Right, verse 34.
Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel.
So the Lord said, guess what? You defile that land, and this is the land where my people at. He said, man, that blood can't be cleansed but by the people that shed the blood, man.
God.
Right? For every goddamn on way that they can try to pull something, no. Guess what? We all praise to the Most High. We defend our doctrine, man.
God.
So with that, we give our honor and praise to the Most High and His Son Yahweh Shai.
Shalom, shalom.
We say shalom, brothers and sisters. Y'all have a good week, man. Thank y'all, brothers and sisters, for tuning in. Y'all like it, y'all share the video. Y'all help us push this truth around the four corners of the earth. Right? And with that, we're going to